Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel! Today I've got a story for you that's a perfect slice of family life, straight from a small village in Ghana. It's about my buddy Kofi, his wife Ama, and their two little whirlwinds Kwame and Adwoa. So, picture this. It's a scorching hot Saturday afternoon, the kind of heat that makes you want to do absolutely nothing but nap under a mango tree. Kofi had just finished a long week of work on the cocoa farm and was dreaming of a peaceful afternoon. His only plan was to sit in his favorite chair, listen to the radio, and maybe, just maybe, drift off for a bit. But as any parent knows, peace is a rare and precious commodity. Amma walked into the living room with a determined look on her face. "Kofi," she said, "the market is closing soon, and I completely forgot we need yams for dinner." Kofi's heart sank a little. The market was a good 20-minute walk, and the sun was relentless. He tried his best, "but I'm so tired" face, which usually worked wonders. Not today. Amma just raised an eyebrow, and Kofi knew he was defeated. He sighed dramatically and got up. All right, I'm going." Just as he was about to head out, two small figures darted in front of him. "Daddy, can we come? Please, please, please." It was 7-year-old Kwame and 5-year-old Adwoa, their eyes wide with excitement. For them, a trip to the market wasn't a chore. It was an adventure. Kofi looked at Amma for help, but she just smiled sweetly. "It'll be fun," she said. "A little father-child bonding time." Kofi knew he was outnumbered. "Okay, fine," he groaned, "but you have to promise to behave. No running off, no asking for everything you see, and definitely no bothering Mr. Mensa and his grumpy goat." The kids nodded enthusiastically, a promise they would forget in approximately 5 minutes. So the trio set off. The walk started well enough. Adwoa was holding his hand, and Kwame was skipping ahead, pointing out interesting lizards and colorful birds. Kofi started to think, "Hey, maybe this won't be so bad." Oh, how wrong he was. They arrived at the bustling market, and it was sensory overload. The smell of grilled fish, the vibrant colors of fresh produce, the sound of women haggling over prices. It was chaotic, and it was exactly the kind of environment where his kids thrived. First, Adwoa spotted a woman selling sweet, sticky nkete cake. Her eyes lit up. "Daddy, look! Can we get some?" Kofi, remembering his own rules, started to say no, but then he saw her little pout. Defeated again. He bought a small piece for each of them. While he was paying, Kwame vanished. Kofi's heart leaped into his throat. He frantically scanned the crowd. He called out, "Kwame! Kwame!" Just when panic was setting in, he heard a familiar giggle. He followed the sound and found Kwame standing by a stall of brightly colored fabrics, trying to wrap himself in a huge piece of kente cloth like a king. The stall owner was laughing her head off. Kofi apologized profusely, untangled his son, and grabbed his hand firmly. "Rule number 1, Kwame, no running off." Finally, he made it to the yam cellar. He picked out the biggest, best-looking yams he could find. As he was paying, he felt a tug on his other hand. Adwoa was gone. This time, pure adrenaline kicked in. He spun around, shouting her name. "Adwoa, where are you?" He looked left, he looked right. Nothing. His mind raced. Then he heard a loud "Bah!" followed by a shriek of laughter. He turned toward the sound and saw it. There was Mr. Mensa's infamous grumpy goat tied to a post, and sitting right next to it, sharing her half-eaten nkete cake, was Adwoa. She was giggling as the goat nibbled the sticky treat from her hand. Mr. Mensa was just staring, completely baffled. Kofi ran over, relief washing over him. He scooped Adwoa up. "Adwoa, you scared me. And you're feeding the grumpy goat? He bites." Adwoa just giggled. "He's not grumpy, Daddy. He's just hungry." By the time Kofi herded his two little adventurers back home, he was exhausted, sweaty, and his nerves were shot. He walked in, dropped the yams on the kitchen table, and collapsed into his chair. Amma came in, saw the state he was in, and started laughing. "So," she asked with a twinkle in her eye, "did you have a nice father-child bonding time?" Kofi looked at her, then at his kids, who were now happily recounting their market escapades, and he couldn't help but smile. It was chaotic, it was stressful, but watching Adwoa make friends with a grumpy goat and Kwame try to become a king. Well, you can't put a price on that. He didn't get his peaceful afternoon, but he got a story he'd be telling for years to come. And that's family life for you. Perfectly unpredictable. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.